Good morning. I first learned of Christ Church when my now 21-year-old and 18-year-old daughters visited Christ Church on elementary school field trips. They both remarked on the beauty of the space and particularly the movement of light in the space. Many years later, when we moved to Center City and I decided that it was time to try to build a community where we live instead of returning to our old neighborhood to attend church, I made a list of churches within walking distance of our new home. Christ Church was the first church that I visited, and it was the farthest from our home, though still within walking distance. I never made it to any other church on my list. I came back to Christ Church the week after and the week after, and have been attending for the past 2+ years. I was in search of community. Within a few months, I was invited to celebrate Easter with a member of Christ Church, to serve on the Altar Guild, and to join a group of parishioners for lunch after church. I had spent years going to the 8 a.m. service at the last 2 churches I attended because it was stripped down and relatively bare with no music. And I liked the silence and the space to reflect. I discovered at Christ Church how much I'd missed the music and that it too provided space for reflection in addition to beauty, the beauty of the voices and the organ music. You've made this transition easy for me, and if I stopped talking now, the end of the story would be me in my pew feeling very comfortable and looking inward. But there's another part to the story. Christ Church has called me to a more muscular faith practice. One of the questions I hear in the sermon quite often is, who is our neighbor? And how do we build community in and beyond this beautiful space? There's a consistent call to live our faith, to express our faith in our behaviors and actions. There are many examples of what this looks like here at Christ Church. You've done the hard and courageous work of looking at the role of Christ Church in the history of Philadelphia and our country. This culminated in the exhibit, Groundings, and the dance theater performance on Buried Ground earlier this month in this space. We have a partnership with our neighbor, the Old First Reformed Church, to prepare and share meals with homeless men in the Bethesda Project program. I smile and marvel at the beautiful garden outside the doors and know that I'm enjoying the hard work of several of you seated here this morning. Thank you. My goal today has been to share with you my fledgling connection to Christ Church. I already feel a sense of belonging here. I dart around at the offering of the peace, hugging Helen and George tightly and shaking many hands. When I walk in the door on Sunday mornings, I immediately look for Jen's father to check in. These relationships I'm building are meaningful to me. However, it cannot just be about me. It is a shared humanity and a shared journey as we all engage in the work of ensuring a vibrant community inside and outside of Christ Church, and a building and infrastructure that is fit for purpose and that will continue to serve as our home and a place for us to welcome visitors interested in our revolutionary history and the work that we're doing today. Thank you for listening.